This septic treatment plant is located at Kamjandong, Sasang-gu, Busan, Korea. Incoming wastewater is a combination of general sewage and septic tank sludge. The quantity of treated waste collected by septic pump trucks from the Busan metropolitan area is around 3,500 tons per day, making it the largest septic treatment plant in Korea. Although pre-treated waste has high concentrations of BOD at 4,156, COD at 3,742, SS at 6,054, TN at 966, and TP at 153 milligrams per liter. The treated water, after passing through RABC system, is thoroughly cleaned and sanitized as shown here. First, pump trucks collect the sewage and septic tank sludge from all over Busan. The wastewater is then drained into the plant, and where primary treatment commences and solid impurities are removed, it is then stored in a quality control tank. After this process, the wastewater is moved to the distributor tank via transfer pump at a fixed rate of flow 24 hours a day, then sent to the RABC facility, which forms a biofilm of bacillus bacteria as shown here. The bacillus bacteria initially ingests and eliminates organic materials, nitrogen and phosphor. The remaining organic materials, nitrogen and phosphor, that is output from the RABC facility is then further ingested and purified in the bioreactor, which has floating bacillus bacteria. Odor-causing compounds such as hydrogen sulfide are effectively neutralized by this process. Afterwards, microorganisms and treated water are separated naturally by gravity in a circular settling tank. Treated water is then safely discharged. Heavier sludge, which remains in the settling tank, is returned for reprocessing. Finally, what remains is put into a thickening tank, where moisture is removed by a centrifugal separator, reducing the volume as much as possible before it is finally discarded as solid waste. The concentration property of the treated water at this point is on average BOD at 15, COD at 40, SS at 10, TN at 15, and TP at 3 milligrams per liter, demonstrating approximately 99% efficiency of the elimination process. This is the processing plant of Lotte Ham and Milk Company Limited, located at Kimcheon, Gyeongbuk, Korea. Its major products are sausage and ham. It also outputs wastewater from the slaughterhouse and manufacturing processes. Daily wastewater output is around 1,300 tons, and it is discharged after biological processing using a mixture of bacillus-type bacteria. Although the incoming property of the wastewater is very high concentration of food waste with BOD at 1,885, COD at 1,493, SS at 1,854, TN at 243, and TP at 35 milligrams per liter. The wastewater treated through RABC system is very thoroughly sanitized as shown here. First, the slaughterhouse wastewater is sent and stored in a quantity-controlled tank. After this process, the wastewater is moved to a distributor tank at a fixed quantity 24 hours a day using a transfer pump, then sent to the RABC facility, which forms a biofilm of bacillus bacteria as shown here. The attached bacillus bacteria initially ingests and eliminates organic materials, nitrogen and phosphor. The untreated organic materials, nitrogen and phosphor, that was output from the RABC facility is further ingested and purified in the bioreactor, which has floating bacillus bacteria. When survival environment for bacillus bacteria becomes bad due to the depletion of the nutritional elements in the bioreactor, spores are formed and secretes viscous material such that solid-liquid separation is facilitated. Spores regerminate when organic materials become plentiful due to the returned sludge. Afterwards, microorganisms and treated water are separated by natural gravity in the circular settling tank. Treated water is then safely discharged. The heavier sludge, which settled in the settling tank, is returned to the previous stage to be reprocessed, and the remaining waste is thickened in the thickener tank by removing moisture through a belt process dehydrator to reduce the volume as much as possible before being finally discarded as solid waste. The concentration property of the treated water at this point is on average BOD 10, COD at 15, SS at 15, TN at 15, and TP at 3 milligrams per liter, demonstrating approximately 99% efficiency of the elimination process.